Our playoff march has been stalled again as the Toronto Maple Leafs somehow managed to lose to the Boston Bruins, who actually lost to the Habs on their centennial night. And the Leaf fans and the Leafs were coming into Boston thinking that this was going to be an easy win, as the Bruins should have been demoralized by their loss against the Smurfs. But instead, Mark Savard was allowed to score 3 times and get a hat trick on Joey McDonald, and Chara was able to score on him, making Leaf fans wonder what the heck happened. I mean, they're demoralized, and we were coming on a 2-game win streak. The way I see it, Boston should have sucked against us. There was no way that Boston should have been able to win. I mean, Tuukka Rask was in net. Yes, he was like 10-3 and something, but that's no reason why we can't beat him. I mean, well, Vesa Toskala came in the third period after McDonald was pulled, and that didn't help either because Boston scored 3 more goals on us after Joey McDonald was pulled for 4 goals. And for some reason, our goal scoring did not come until the last few minutes of the game, where Jason Blake scored and Mikhail Grabovski scored. Well, I actually thought Luke Schenn scored, but they gave it to Grabovski. I don't know, maybe he touched the puck and I didn't see it. So, guys, we're going to be playing Atlanta on Monday, the New York Islanders on Wednesday, the Boston Bruins on Thursday, and the Washington Capitals on Saturday. That is a free 8 points for us. Or at least that should be 8 points, because I expect the Toronto Maple Leafs to beat all those teams. Losing is not acceptable. Now on to something more positive. The Toronto Maple Leafs skills competition was held today, and I was actually able to get a ticket on a front row seat, which is section 105, row 5, seat 9, which was actually a front row. Well, anyways, the teams were blue and white, blue being the home jerseys, and I think you can pretty much figure out what white is. The goaltenders were Joey McDonald and Andrew Anglade, who was actually called up from the Marlies, who actually won the Memorial Cup with the Windsor Spitfires last year. And for the first event, there were 2 races. The first race was, I guess, just a race. They weren't calling it anything specific. And that was won by Team Blue. And then there was race 2, the one-on-one challenge, and that was also won by Team 2. And then there was this fastest skater competition, won by Nikolai Kuhlman by, I think it was 14.5 something, or 14.3, I can't remember. But Nikolai Kuhlman was for Team White, so that got them a point. And the hardest shot challenge was won by Francois Boschman with an impressive 102.2 miles per hour shot for Team Blue. There was a bit 3 miles more that would have matched Zdeno Chara's record that he actually made last year at the All-Star game. Now, the shooting accuracy was won by Ricard Wallin. A little bit surprising because he has no goals and he hasn't had much of a chance on net, and every chance he does, the goalie's been able to stop him. So I think he has to work on his accuracy during the game, because if he can actually score more goals instead of every time that we notice him, he's in the penalty box. Now, the freestyle shootout was won by Team White, but the 4 very beautiful judges, including Carlton the Bear, well, actually he was the 5th judge, they chose Jason Blake as their champion. Now, for the power play challenge, that was won by Team White, and Grabowski, Hagman, and Blake got 3 goals each, in which Stepniak, Kuhlman, and Colton Orr got 1 goal each. And for the final challenge, the Survivor Shootout, and after all the eliminations, Alexei Ponikarovsky stood tall and managed to beat out all the other Leafs. So, I don't know, maybe Ron Wilson should put him in the shootout a lot more often, and we might actually win in overtime more often. So, who knows? So, the Leafs play the Thrashers on Monday. They also play the Islanders on Wednesday. And Boston, we also have an opportunity to get back at the Boston Bruins on Thursday, and they come home to the Washington Capitals on Saturday. So I expect the Toronto Maple Leafs to get all those 8 points that we have a chance at this week. I mean, next week we have 4 games, so that's another 8 points. So I expect the Leafs to win those 8 points this week. Losing is not an option, and there are no excuses for losing either. So, go Leafs, go!